guys, we're in Coeur d'Alene. This building right here, just like a grand opening, July 15. I was here 3 months ago. It wasn't even, they didn't even start building it yet. So this whole new road is all, I mean, it's been here, but it's all redone. It's all repaved. Blacktop right here.
Hey, this is George. We are at Coeur d'Alene, and this is northern Idaho, one of the 10 most beautiful areas for lakes, and we are seeing, they got like 10% unemployment here, so they're getting affected here, but man, is this place going bonkers. I mean, what's happening here?
It's out of control. They just blacktop this road, and it's all been redone. They're building a two-way highway with a center divider all the way up towards Sandpoint, and
all the way through here, we're seeing industrial buildings being built. They got kind of this interesting steel construction, and it's not flat roofs, you know, it's like pointed industrial buildings for the snow. But man, this area, we're just beginning to discover Coeur d'Alene. What's going on?
Yeah, regardless of whether or not we tell you guys about what's going on here, this place is already going to go crazy no matter what we do. I mean, it's already up and coming. And so it's kind of like if you were to say Spokane is like Los Angeles and Coeur d'Alene's Riverside. Between those two cities, you got constant like industrial buildings and like just basically a city throughout the entire 30 miles when you travel I-90. So it's already happening, guys. You can't stop it. It's what's going on. So here it is.
Yeah, northern Idaho. It's not really a secret if you do your research, but we're going to bring it to you here on my channel. The fact this is an emerging economy in America, and there's a lot of economies, localized economies, that are shrinking. Coeur d'Alene is definitely growing.
Definitely. I mean, I was here 3 months ago, and there's a whole new building that just got built, and I mean, I'm sure there's more to see when we get up here. Okay, we just drove in on 95. We're driving south, and we're just now entering into Hayden Lake, and you got all this development from Hayden Lake.
And there's all these industrial buildings right here, all built here, all built here. All of them are not for lease. There's businesses running in all of them. And then what are we going to see?
And then you just got lots of commercial real estate. I mean, you got all your Costco's, your Best Buy. We're going to hit all that stuff, and then you'll see all the home developments that are going in, and then it just boom, 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 and then even spreading this way, you can't see it.
And then you got the most beautiful lake right here.
Yeah, Coeur d'Alene Lake. So.
And what's the population of Coeur d'Alene? You know,
it's about 44,000, but the surrounding area, including Kootenai County, is over 100,000. So just in the Kootenai County.
So the benefits you got here is you're away from the big cities, you got an emerging economy, you got a tourist destination point, and you have low taxes, low income taxes, and probably a friendly business environment in Idaho.
Yeah, and my parents were just talking to me about Washington, so it's definitely better than that.
Yeah, for small businesses, everyone's talking about Idaho being more friendly than Washington.
Yeah, we were just talking about the greater population of Kootenai County, and it's over 100,000. It's probably closer to 150,000 now. And the Spokane County, which is right next door to Kootenai County, is 500,000, 500,000 people.
So you know, you're talking about in a really close area, 500 to 700,000 people. That's a population that can do some economic damage.
Exactly. Basically, like, we're just talking about the climate and how the climate here in Coeur d'Alene is in Spokane area, and you have this kind of divide between the Rocky Mountains and the east coast of the Central Plains. And I was just telling George that like they get a lot colder winters over on the east side versus up in the northwest. We're somewhat protected by the mountain range from the Arctic blasts, but when you compare it to California, you're definitely going to have a true four-season like environment here.
So during the summers, what are we talking?
Like probably about 90s is probably the highest we'll get. Maybe we'll have a day or two of 100 degrees. Typically, so it's about 80. We usually averages about the 80s up here in the summer. Fall, about 50 to 60 degrees, and then you got the winter, which is pretty much about 29 degrees on the average.
And you get snow here.
Yeah, we get about 60 inches of snow here in the Coeur d'Alene area on average every winter, depending on the winter. And then springtime is usually about in the 70s, and there's a lot of flowers, and it's fairly watered here. We get quite a bit of precipitation, about 30 inches of rain per year. So.
But the difference between here and somewhere like the East Coast would be?
Oh, like, for instance, like we were talking about New York City in here. New York's probably going to be colder there than it is here. And they're going to have have those Arctic blasts, you're gonna have the big snowstorms that come in. We rarely get a big snowfall here, and we do every once in a while. Every 10 years, it seems like we get a big one. But as far as the consistency of the East Coast,
the mountain ranges protect you.
Right.